Why, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield, and this is a LOTR collection today, my friends. And we're going to look at 10 of some awesome Lord of the Rings books, part 2. Again, I was doing 5 previously when I started this on the collection playlist, but I have over 170 Lord of the Rings books, so I was thinking I probably should make it where there's not too many episodes of books in the collection playlist. So, with no further ado, let's run through these real quick. Yes, I will link them if they are still for sale, the exact same copy. If it's an older book, remember, I won't be able to link it, and if I can't find it, it just won't be down there. So, but I will put the links down there if I can find it for you guys, if they're newer books. So you can also add them to your collection. That is one of the points of the collection playlist here on Voice of the Rings. All right, my friends, so let's start right down here with one of my favorites. This is the Guide to Tolkien's World, the Bestiary. So this is pretty cool. This is by David Day. Some people like David Day, some people don't. I like David Day. I think he did a really good job with a lot of his stuff, and I thoroughly enjoy it. I'm a big fan of his. So anyway, it's a nice book. It has, I'll give you a couple little sneak peeks here. It's got some illustrations in there, just like the David Day little other ones, all the ones I think I did. I will go through them on another playlist if I didn't video, but it's really nice. Beautiful illustrations, lots of great information, you guys. Again, bestiary meaning it's talking about every kind of beast, but I believe it's more like every kind of race, every kind of monster kind of thing is the idea behind it. Like the Galadrim, well, who are the Galadrim? You know, that kind of information. It's pretty darn good. David Day does a pretty good job of everything staying to the lore very, very well. And yeah, it's really, really awesome. Anyway, it's a great book. So the Bestiary, this is one that is fantastic, okay? There's one, there's number 1. All right, number 2. Let's go over here to another David Day book. This is a beautiful version of it. Beautiful, beautiful, as you can see. It's actually a real leather. There's the back spine. It's really, really nice. Little dragon ring for the Hurin helmet, I believe that's what that's from. And then the Encyclopedia of Tolkien, the history and mythology that inspired Tolkien's world, David Day. All right, so this is pretty cool. Basically, it's got some, again, great artwork, right? And it's just beautiful. Also, gold page there, as you can see, right on the outside. Again, I'm trying to give you the best review, best cover of everything. But yeah, it's really, really nice. So this one basically is going through and talking about things in our real world of people's stories that inspired Tolkien's stories and stuff that Tolkien took inspiration from, basically. And it also goes into creatures and stuff like, you know, all these things, Bilbo Baggins. So again, Bifrost, this is not entirely that. I take back what I just said. It's an encyclopedia. So it's basically, you know, think of something from the Lord of the Rings or any of Tolkien's work and you can look it up, right? So like Bilbo Baggins, there's Bilbo Baggins, right? That kind of thing. It's an encyclopedia. I don't know why I said the first part. Ignore that. Scratch that. Dwarves, right? Dwarves. Everyone wants to know about dwarves. Tolkien's stouty race of dwarves in Middle-earth was inspired by the Norse, other Germanic tales again. So there we go. I wasn't totally wrong with what I said. I was partially right. Basically what it does is you look up something in encyclopedia and then it talks about what inspired Tolkien's thing. So I was right. I take back what I take back. There's a nice, beautiful artwork of Gondolin, right? All right, anyway, great book. There's the back, beautiful leather. I like the gold inlay. I like the backing. It's a very, very nice book. So that's a great one. There's number 2. All right, number 3. This is one version that I got. The Peoples of Middle-earth. This is pretty cool. The History of Middle-earth, volume 7 there, or excuse me, volume 12. Christopher Tolkien. This is kind of a must-have if you're a Lord of the Rings, like you really want to know the deep details. This is like, you know, history behind the world kind of thing, right? Of the peoples. So it's pretty cool. And again, on the back here, it shows all the other books you can get, what part it is, that kind of thing. But this is basically just a history book, you guys. So, and there's some awesome, you know, family lines from the in-world. Tolkien that's why Tolkien's world is so amazing, you guys, because he has so much. It might as well be a real place that happened in history in some other planet, right? Like, granted, and then sometimes there's different lores, right, to that. We should do a lore video on that, right? Different ideas of me just talking and things I've heard and just ideas. Yeah, definitely. Lore videos are harder because I have to do a lot more study and background stuff, right? But we can always do some more videos where I just talk about my thoughts and you guys talk about the comments. That's also an option, I guess. All right, here's another one. The Hobbit Jr Token, an illustrated edition of the fantastic classic with 6 new pages of artwork. Ooh. Anyway, this is really cool. This is basically like The Hobbit illustrated as a cartoon or anime or manga kind of style, right? But with it's not a manga look though. But it's really cool. So anyway, this is a fun one. This would be great for your, kids if they're maybe a little younger and they need to see pictures, right? And it kind of helps them, or someone helps them stay in thing. But again, this is for adults too. This is very, very nice. Very well done. There it is. Anyway, great one. That's another awesome one. All right. There's number 4. Number 5. Okay, this is kind of a cool one that I found. Letters from Father Christmas, J.R.R. Tolkien. This is just Tolkien, okay? This isn't Lord of the Rings world, but it is kind of interesting to see his same creativity that made Lord of the Rings. But this is about his letters that he wrote to his kids for Christmas, and it's very interesting. You guys, I'll just leave you at that. It's an interesting one. If you want to know some more about Tolkien and his life, it's a cool one. Okay, so that's a fun one to see some more storytelling he did for things for his children. That was pretty cool. I mean, let me grab a drink. I hope you guys have a drink to relax and enjoy yourself. Ah, much better. All right, this one I know for sure I can get you the link. This is still sold. A Middle-earth Travel, all right? Sketches from Bag End to Mordor by John Howe. One of the epics of the 3 epic people who did art for the Lord of the Rings. So again, I am very excited that he is one of the people doing the art for the Amazon TV series at the time of this video. That hasn't come out yet. But this is very, very, that's exciting to me. That helps me give confidence because I like him. There's the back. Anyway, let's just show you a couple. Again, if you don't know who he is, this is the person. There he is, right there. John Howe. All right, that's John Howe. And then he gave a lot of great, I mean, look at, here's one of the beautiful pieces, right, from the dwarf Erebor. There's some cool concept art for the Haradrim and Umbar. Riddles in the Dark, right? Concept art for the Bilbo and Gollum right there. Anyway, again, the battle at Durin's Tower with the Balrog and Gandalf on the top of the mountain. Very, very cool book. So I will link that down there. Very fun. They give descriptions and talk about it and things, but this is a great one, you guys. The Middle-earth Traveler. All right, this is another fun little one. I don't know if this is still sold, but this is just kind of a side thing. This isn't really like official or anything. An unauthorized biography of the world's most, yes, it's, okay. You get the point. But it is pretty fun. 3 minutes of Tolkien. Basically, it's like, I believe it's a daily thing on here. I've read a couple of them in the past. Again, I try to read a lot of my books, but I have so many. I'm kind of a book collecting person. But yeah, it's just got little work information of Tolkien each page. So basically, it's like you open one page, 3 minutes of reading these little paragraphs, you learn something about Tolkien, right? So again, this is someone who put this together. I'm assuming he probably tried to keep it very accurate. So I don't know. I cannot the validity of that yet. But anyway, a good one, great one. I like that one. All right, so next one, number 8. Excuse me, 7. No, this is 8. Math counting. The Lord of the Rings, A Reader's Companion. This is kind of a big one, you guys. This one is really good. This is kind of like the one with that we just talked about, the histories of Middle Earth. This is really, really helpful. This is really the definitive, a noted companion to the Lord of the Rings. So if you want to know more background stuff of the Lord of the Rings and you really love it and you just want to know a lot more about it, this is huge, you guys. This is a really, really good one, okay? Really, really, really good one. There's some history there, but again, it says like things for things. For example, like I-20, the Dragon Guard of the Horde, Smog. It like talks about the Hobbit. It starts with the Hobbit, huh? It was talking about the Hobbit. There we go. The Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. Yes, it does start with the Hobbit. Interesting. I actually didn't know it started with the Hobbit too. When I was reading it, I was just looking at Lord of the Rings stuff. All right, well, there's the Fellowship of the Ring, but again, it's for like page for page, and they like add stuff and things. This is huge, you guys. If you're a big Lord of the Rings fan, this has really been helpful for me, and it's really, really nice. So anyway, that's a good one. That's a really, really good one. So I will link that in the description if I can find the link. I believe that's a newer copy and version of it. Again, if I can't find the exact copy ISBN number, I will find one that maybe it's a different print of the book, but it's the same book. So I will link that in the description too if I can't. This is kind of a fun one. J.R.R. Tolkien, A Secret Vice. Tolkien on Invented Languages. So again, this is just a kind of a fun extra one that I found. Again, I find every book I can on Tolkien, whether new or old. So you ever want to make Zollin really happy, want to send me a book that you think I don't have. But again, you're gonna have to wait till I have all these videos come out so you know which ones I don't have. Which versions. All right, A Secret Vice. Anyway, this is a wonderful, interesting one about his languages and stuff. So if you're someone who's really into Tolkien's languages, this might interest you, okay? Might be a good one for you. And then for the last one here, Farmer Gills of Ham. This is an interesting 50th anniversary. This is a side book that Tolkien wrote, but it's kind of like it's like another tale that he wrote, but it kind of has a tale sort of in the Lord of the Rings. It's almost like a Hobbit's tale, but again, I forget what exactly. Anyway, it's got a little description here. Farmer Gilly of Ham did not look like a hero. He was fat and red-bearded and enjoyed a slow, comfortable life. Then one day, a rather deaf and short-sighted giant blundered on his land. More by luck than skill, Farmer Gilly managed to scare him away. The people of the village cheered. Farmer Gilly was a hero. His reputation spread far and wide across the kingdoms. So it was natural that when the dragon, Chrysophylax, I don't know if I said that right. You can tell me the description. Visited the area, it was the Farmer Gilly who was expected to battle with it. Okay, so anyway, again, this has nothing to do with Lord of the Rings, but I do remember that this character, I was watching a documentary and kind of inspired some stuff for Lord of the Rings later. But again, another thing made by Tolkien. I just think it's kind of cool, other stories he wrote besides his world of R.R. Tolkien's Middle-earth, right? So there we go, number 10. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed that, and check out my main content. Next playlist for this video will be here for this playlist. Down there's a LOTR Town main content, and right here, thank you to my subscribers. You guys are awesome. If you guys want to join our Discord, links are down there, and also I got Facebook and Twitter down there, and then of course, liking and subscribing is free. Subscribe button's right there if I earned it, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Voice of the Rings. See you guys.